And we're back. Hi. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. I need some music. I forgot to put on music. It's fine. I'm gonna keep this in the final cut. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Beer Talks. Um, Stan's having the time of his life. We are back at it again. So is Addy. Everybody is having the time of their life. We're back at it again. In our second last episode, I think, for this season. Holy bonkers.
Wait, who decided a season's 20 episodes?
Yeah.
Stan, it was your suggestion.
Okay, so I just said that I wanted to get up to 20 episodes. I didn't know, like, okay, also, what defines a season?
We do.
Okay.
That's up to us.
We decide.
We kind of just well, I didn't decide shit, apparently. Things were decided for me, and then here we are. It's been
Agency in your life, okay,
Been
John?
when did we start recording?
I want to say
I want to say January.
January, because I remember we got
Mhm.
together for Christmas last year, and this is what we
Mhm.
talked about.
Mhm.
And then Addy very quickly put this thing together and was like, all right, guys, recording day, here we go.
Yeah, and Bob's your uncle, I guess. Holy crap! It was that long ago, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Anyway, as you guys heard from my friends Stan and Eddie, I guess it's ritual now. Why don't you say hi first, Eddie,
Hello.
and comes right after Stan.
Hello.
We're back at Beer Talks talking about, you know what's crazy? I played the music and then I got into the groove of things. So now we're back. Beer of the day today is Hoegaarden, the Belgian wheat beer, which I actually really, really like. These are at like my low-key, very yummy, tasty beer. Have you guys had this before?
This is one of the few beers that I've had before, and I was recommended this because I don't like beer, and someone was like, "Oh, you should try Hoegaarden. It's orange juice." I was like, "Okay."
It's not like orange juice, but it is very light.
But that's how they sold me on it, and I agree, it's not orange juice. But
Also, it looks like lemonade.
really,
Yeah. Like the color, it's very.
it's very vibrant, isn't it? I remember it being very vibrant. Ordered it at a pub, I think, before, and they even put a slice of peel on it. Yeah, it's super like vibrant. No, it's very
like
pretty.
lemonade. Yeah,
Yeah.
like lemonade.
Well, ceremonious crack.
I already cracked mine. Yeah.
Am I reading this wrong? Does it say coriander?
Coriander? Yeah, coriander.
Like the herb?
I imagine so. Like parsley. Not parsley. Sorry, like cilantro.
Oh my god.
Sniff test, guys. Sniff test.
I don't need to sniff. Like when I was pouring it out, it's very aromatic as well. I like
I
it a
don't-
lot too.
I kind of still smell the orange. I don't smell coriander.
I
This
smell
doesn't smell like this doesn't smell like beer.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, cheers before you guys
Cheers.
sneak a drink.
Cheers.
Yeah, this doesn't taste like beer either.
It doesn't taste like beer, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right? But that's why I like it.
Okay, this is weird. I smell and taste lemongrass. Does that make sense?
Maybe that's why what the coriander and orange feel is.
Yeah, I feel like
It has like an earthiness to it, you know?
I'm like, chicken?
Chicken?
I don't know. I want to have some chicken with this.
Like poultry?
Yeah.
Yeah, roast chicken would be good.
I don't know if it's chicken or lemongrass that I smell, but it's something very specific. And if someone says it to me, I'll know it's one of those things. But like, I just can't pick it up. My nose can't pick up exactly what it is right now.
Hoegaarden's good though, eh? Like, I
Hoegaarden
think-
is good.
It is. I think it's like easy top 5 for me.
Hey, oh, sorry. I was gonna say because of the herbiness, it makes me think of Thai food. So now I want a pad Thai.
Like it smells sweet.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't taste sweet, right?
Right.
What is that sweetness? I can't place my finger on it.
It's me. Wow.
Bro,
Okay,
I haven't had breakfast yet, please.
Well, keep dry heaving then, because
I love
just
it. That was uncoordinated. It was not it was not coordinated. Stan and I immediately like just barfed.
a bunch of jerks. Oh my god, I can't believe I lasted 19 episodes with these clowns. Holy moly!
The audience knows the truth.
The audience does know the truth. But you know what?
Mhm.
I will say I'm very impressed with Belgian beers. Like
Mhm.
this and Stella are like I think maybe my top two. Like when I had it for the first time, I was like, yum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mm.
Anyway, Addy, before we get lost in the sauce, why don't you talk about what we're gonna talk about?
Yeah, so well, first off, Happy New Year to everyone. I believe
Oh
this
my god.
releases like right after New Year's. So yay. And because of that, we are going to talk about New Year's resolutions. Like
How typical of us.
I
Of a
know.
podcast episode.
I know.
That's pretty appropriate.
It's totally not because we ran out of topics and then we're like, oh yeah, we're releasing after New Year's. Let's just talk about this instead.
This is not
Right.
lazy writing at all.
Absolutely not.
Lazy writing. We can go back like 17 episodes, okay, and then tell me if any of those lazy writing. All right.
But
We're allowed. We're allowed this.
yeah,
We're allowed
yeah, we
this. Are
get
you
a free
kidding me?
pass once in a
Anyway,
while.
I don't know why I'm being so defensive. Like people are.
I know. But people actually care.
Yeah,
Okay, Addy. Sorry. Go ahead.
All 10 of us, all 10 of you listening, like you
Yeah.
actually.
I know, right? Yeah, so New Year's resolution. So I first off want to know, do either of you have a hot take on New Year's resolutions? I think John might have some.
Ugh,
Sounds like
New
it.
Year's, New Year's resolutions, huh? I'm such a. Maybe it's the cynical side of me, but New Year's resolutions to me, it shouldn't take a year for you to come up with a resolution. You know what I mean? Like if there's something that you need to change in your life, just fucking do it. You know, Shia LaBeouf style. Like actually
Just do it.
yeah. Like actually just get on with it and get your shit together and don't wait until the next year. And you know, I mean, I sound like I'm very strongly, very very strongly and aggressively expressing this opinion, but I think it's just because I know that there's like a trend in like gym signups spike by like 180%, yeah, on like New Year's Day, or like people start taking up new hobbies, or like a lot of just health related stuff, right? Like for betterment and things, and then you slowly fade out of it. So to me, it's such a pointless endeavor to come up with like, oh, next year I'm gonna be this, you know, new year new me shit, and then but it's actually same you different day kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, before I get too emotionally attached to this, that's kind of the hot take that I have.
Dan, do you have a hot take?
You know what, like I think in general I agree with John. I don't believe in like, you know, there has to be a specific day to do something very specific. And this is
Exactly.
also the same thing, like same way how I feel about like my birthday, right? Everybody's like, oh, you're like, it's your birthday, it should be special. And I'm like, why can't every day be special?
Dang, true.
Right? Like you don't have to be extra nice to me on my birthday, just be nice to me in general. Right. But yeah, no, I think the New Year's resolution is kind of like you're set up to fail, right? And because like so many people, and I think like how it happens is that because you go through like the Christmas holidays, and like, you know, obviously not everybody celebrates Christmas, but a lot of like, I guess, Western culture have that general time to be like, you know, with family, and like work is not as crazy, and you really get to slow down and reflect on like your year, right? Because, you know, naturally at the end of a cycle you reflect back on like how well I did or how badly I did, and then so you're like, I'm gonna make a change. And then like I think all of this is very impulsive for a like arbitrary start of January 1st, right? And be like, oh, this is a new start.
Mhm.
And so like I think, you know, really without being prepared to go into some of these changes. So like some people are like, I'm going to like quit smoking, or I'm like, I don't know, I'm going to start going to the gym every day, like really without like preparing to transition into these like, I guess, new life phases, you're like doomed to fail, right? And so I feel like I don't, yeah, I think I agree with John, right? Like, I don't really subscribe to like, oh, only on January 1st can you like have a big resolution for yourself.
To be fair though, maybe, I mean, I'm sure there are people out there who like did a New Year's resolution and stuck with it and completely, you know, changed their lives, right?
If you have, whoever's listening, if you have actually made a resolution and stuck with it, please tell me, because
Right.
for the entirety of my life, I could not do it. Yeah, I had to like trick myself and be like, okay, you know what? Like this is gonna be my resolution, but it's like June 4th. You know?
Wow, so early.
So like randomly, I'll be like, you know what? This is when I'm gonna start going to the gym consistently, and then like I force myself to go, and then like it's like June 4th or like October 2nd, you know?
Right. And like what you said, I think it's important. Like if your decision to is, and usually New Year's resolutions, I would like to think, is very like drastic and like dramatic and like a large decision. And when that's just based out of impulse, like, come on, like who are you kidding, right? But again, if you went through with it, like props to you, congratulations. But I don't think out of the 3 decades I've been in this world, I have never met anybody who was like, holy crap,
Stuck to it.
you're
Like
completely
12 years
different-
ago, I did
Yeah.
this. Like I had this resolution, and like I've been doing it since.
Right, exactly. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Like
Mhm.
let alone like a year or 2 years, like their lifestyle change. Anyway,
Mhm.
Addie, you look like you were gonna say something.
Yeah, no, I think my hot take would be I always thought of New Year's resolutions as a lie. It's a lie to yourself and a lie to everyone around you. It's like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight or I'm gonna be a nicer person, and it's like 3 weeks later, you're back to being the same bitch you were. You're back to being the same fat ass you were. So I know I
Yeah.
did for sure. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go on this great diet and I'm gonna be healthy, and then 2 weeks later, I'm like, yo, you wanna go to Hot Pot?
Maybe we should have started with if you have a New Year's to anybody listening, if you have a New Year's resolution.
Instead of like hopping straight into hot
I know.
takes, because obviously we're all jaded. Like
Right. We're
Yeah,
so
the
cynical
chickles.
about it. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But if you have a New Year's resolution, please, by all means, go for it. Start running, start cycling, go to spin class. Get into that pole dancing lesson that you wanted to get into, or whatever that curtain hanging upside down shit is going on with. You guys know what I'm talking about. You look like you're part of Cirque du Soleil.
It's called silk yoga.
Sure. Yeah, curtain yoga. Whatever Cirque du Soleil you want to get part yourself into. Please, by all means. We probably should. Maybe I should cut this part, put that at the beginning, and then, just stitch it together.
That's
This
hilarious.
is live editing, y'all. Live
Actually.
editing.
Yeah,
Right.
something, I forget if it was Stan or John that said this, but something you said actually just hit me. I didn't realize you're supposed to stick to like New Year's resolutions like forever. I thought it was like this year I'm going to do this.
Well, okay, so that's the other thing, right? So many people are like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then like, this is like a very early callback. So if you've been listening to us for a long time, you'll kind of like maybe remember, and if you do, like, props to you. Let me know in the comments. But this is kind of one of those things, is like goal setting, right? It's not like you check a goal and then you're done. You're like no longer have to not smoke. You can just continue smoking after that because you check that checkbox. No, dude, like
Right.
it's a lifestyle change. Unless, and I want to be fair to everybody. There are some people that are like, I'm gonna be, I don't know, I want to stream every day for 3 months. Like they time box themselves, and like that's their goal, right? And like, good for you, and that's great, right? And that could be a resolution.
True.
Right?
Kind of have something that, yeah, you're right. Like have like is it really a short-term goal? I guess kind of. In the greater span of things, maybe it's a shorter term goal.
Right.
Have that as your resolution, and like you're done with it, and then you're like, cool, I did it.
Like did this, done that, and moving on.
But then I don't know, maybe we're trying to get very specific about how to define a New Year's resolution here. But
Are we giving people an example of how to be a cop out? Just when you're making your resolutions, just put a time limit on it, and then you'll always achieve it.
hey, listen,
not-
but if you're dedicated, that time limit wouldn't matter, right?
Right. And I think that's just up to you as an individual, right? Because if you want to just like try something else, like time box yourself, whatever, right? But just like, again, going back to what Addie said, you don't want to be lying to yourself and other people. You're not like resoluting to be like, oh, I am going to be like a much better person from now on, with like no specific goals. That's hard to achieve. Again, setting yourself
Mhm.
up for failure, right? Because there's no like time limit for that. That's like in itself a lifestyle change, like a characteristic change of an individual. So
Exactly.
anyway,
That is true. If someone ever says that to me 5 years down the road, if they're mean, I'm gonna be like, remember in 2012 you said you're gonna be a better person? Why are you being mean to me right now?
2012, eh?
so I was like, in your logic, we're in 2017 right now. Pandemic has not happened.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yes, I have not caught up with the times.
I know.
So in that case, it sounds like we don't find New Year's resolutions really helpful.
All right, that's the end of this episode. Thanks everybody for listening.
So daddy.
No, but because I always thought of this, like when I think of New Year's resolutions. Oh, you know what? Here's a question. I think of New Year's resolutions and goal setting. I thought they were different things.
Okay, so what is your definitions of resolution then versus because like I think maybe you can give us both because I assume I know what your goal setting definition is.
Oh
But
God.
I don't know what your resolution definition is.
I don't have a definition, but when I think of goal setting, I think of identifiable, quantifiable, tangible goals that I can actually.
Smart goals.
Yeah, like I can actually.
Specific, measurable.
Oh my god.
Actionable.
Actionable.
Oh shit.
No.
Yes.
I forgot what it is, but time box.
I think so though, because when I think of goal setting, I'm like, this is a goal. Like this is something I'm gonna do. This is like I'm gonna achieve it, and this is how I'm gonna, quantify whether or not I've achieved it. When I think of New Year's resolution, it's very fluff. It's very like it's fluff. Like in general, I'm going to be a better person. I am so to me, resolutions and goals, I saw them differently. But as we're talking about it, I realized they're kind of the same. So
No, I was gonna say like I think they are kind of the same because I think ultimately there is a objective you're trying to reach, and I think that so I don't think that New Year's resolution in general is like a dud, right? Like I don't think people should stop making them, but I think people, like Addie said, should realize like what this actually means, right? So instead of just like, oh, arbitrarily on January 1st, I'm going to set a goal, like identify like this is an opportunity to be able to reflect. Because I actually know I know a lot of people that don't get a chance to actively reflect on periods in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think people just kind of like live on and be like, oh, like this year, like generally I feel great. And then they move on. Right. But I think it's important to look back and be like, oh, like while you may have had a great year, right, like what are some of the takeaways? What are some of your like learning opportunities? I know this is like super like nerdy or like I don't know what the word is.
No. It's reflective.
Right, but like I feel like it's important to reflect, and I think January 1st naturally, based on a cycle, it's just a opportunity to reflect, and people should take that as an opportunity to actually like look at their whole year, right? But not only on January 1st. Right, like do it like at the end of the week or like at the end of your night or like at the end of every month, whatever your like cadence or whatever it is, you should have an opportunity to be like, did I do everything I wanted to do? Did everything happen the way that I wanted it to happen? And if not, why did I not have agency over like certain things, right? I think that's important to look at.
Right, and I think Addie, when you were saying when you say that New Year's resolutions to you is just fluff and it's just like it's a whatever thing. I think that's because of the like the degradation in the meaning of the word, because people just legit like what we've witnessed, people just don't follow through, right? And resolutions comes like the word has resolute in it, which means like I literally looked it up, right? It has unwavering, determined purposefulness, right? So like that completely is the antithesis of what your definition is of just like, oh, New Year's resolution is just a meh kind of thing. When that's why we're so cynical about it, is because people, it's just, I don't know, like what we've witnessed, and I don't know, maybe we're speaking from experience as well, like maybe we were like, oh, 2012 me, I had a New Year's resolution and then fucking like it lasted, I don't know, like 3 weeks or whatever, right? I don't know, but like it irks me that the word has lost its meaning, but that's just me. I feel like that's a whole other itch that I need to scratch. So, as somebody who likes to be articulate with the words.
Yeah, I guess like everything just became more and more grandiose, right? And then like more and more people started using it, and it started becoming commercialized. And then like I think you're right, like the word did start losing its like impact and meaning.
Value.
Yeah. Addie, do you feel the same? Also, I wanted to ask you guys another question after, but I wanted to get your take on this, Addie.
I think in general, yeah, I agree with you guys. Like, I I guess even in the short time that we've talked about New Year's resolutions, I think I've changed my mind. I think, yeah, you're right. I'm convinced like New Year's resolutions should be treated more like goals. Because like growing up, I always thought New Year's resolutions were aspirational. Like, but goals to me were stuff that should be achievable. Like, why would you set goals that you can never achieve, right? So, but you know what? You're right. Like, you shouldn't be setting New Year's resolutions that, don't make sense or that you're not going to end up actually achieving. It should be something you should actually continue and carry on and actually do. So, yeah.
Just as Addie's defining this, the sun just glares behind her. And it's like she has this change of heart. Yeah. She just had this change of heart about New Year's resolutions.
That is so funny.
And she's like, well, you know what? Yeah, totally.
Like literally, I'm seeing things in a new light.
You are literally seeing things in your life.
Actually.
You were gonna ask a question.
No, I wanted to ask you guys, like, so we've all had New Year resolutions before, and I think like it did take a couple of them to get us to this point of like jadedness. Because I remember when I was young, right, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 8 o'clock every day, for the rest of this year and be like an active person and go to the gym in the morning, like all of that, like the whole nine, right? I wanted to know if you guys had like ridiculous, maybe not ridiculous, but like New Year resolution that like now looking back, you kind of like laugh at yourself and be like, I can't believe I thought that was even possible.
Addie?
I mean, when I was in like high school, I was like, my New Year's resolution is to find a tall, hot boyfriend. And like back then it was very like childish, I think, to give myself 12 months time to find a boyfriend. Like, it's like, girl, you go to the school with the same bunch of people. Unless there's a new transfer, everyone looks the same. Like, if you weren't dating them in grade 9, what makes you think you're gonna date them in grade 10? Like, sorry.
So, man, listen, people go through transformations in high school. Like, growth spurts happen, puberty happens.
Right, true. But that's not a slight to them. That's also a slight to me. It's like, girl, you look the same too. What makes you think they'd be interested in you? So like I thought that was kind of a stupid New Year's resolution.
Oh, that's fair.
It's not that, to each their own. If somebody is like, hey, I'm gonna, somebody who, I don't know, maybe like somebody at our age who hasn't been seeing anybody, they're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna see somebody. Maybe not like so superficially, he's gotta be 6 foot something.
I've been dating 10s for too long. I guess I'm gonna try out a 5. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like chiseled like jawline and all that. Maybe not as superficial as that, but maybe the New Year's resolution is like, hey, I'm gonna go get into a relationship this year. More power to them.
True. For me, I think that was a useless resolution for someone so young, like in high school, and I'm like, that useless, really useless. So I think that for me was a big knock on the head. John, what about you?
I don't think I ever had because I've been just so skeptical about because it's like
You've been a skeptic all your life, John.
I'm pretty. You know what? Absolutely not wrong. Like,
okay, someone give John a hug right now.
Aww.
Because like, oh god, please get away. I'm not a hugger. So I see these people, set these goals up, and to me, the most disappointing, like, to me, before I started like going into this losing weight, oh god, adventure that I'm going into, like, I kept saying, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm finally gonna run tomorrow. Okay, fine. No, tomorrow I'm gonna finally run tomorrow. Oh, okay, no, for real this time, tomorrow I'm gonna run tomorrow. And I think for me it works better when I just don't plan it, where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get up and just go. And then that works best for me. Now, so the whole idea of like New Year's resolution is an even worse thing for me to never happen, because like you legit have to plan for the entire year, right? When I couldn't even plan it for the next week.
That's actually, like, I think that a lot of people probably relates to that, right? Just because like I feel like having that planning really puts like a different lens on it. It's like for example, if you're just doing something for the sake of doing something, you're just doing it for you, right? But then if you're planning it and then announcing it to the world, you're like doing it for the sake of other people, and now you have that like added pressure.
It's daunting, right? Like it's like climbing a hill versus a mountain kind of deal, right? Like when you just start taking steps, eventually you'll get there, right? But like for having this resolution, also I realized maybe this is the reason why I've always been so skeptical, is when you have a New Year's resolution, you have to paint that big picture first and see what you're trying to
Mhm.
achieve, right? And you're like, holy shit, that mountain is so high. I don't think I'm ever gonna get there. I'll do that tomorrow. You know?
Yeah.
Like the
Whereas,
fear kind of like holds you
yeah,
back.
right. And it's like, am I really gonna make a dent at it, right? Like,
Mm.
am I really gonna make a difference? You know?
True.
And
Yeah.
maybe people, you're right. Maybe people align with that. I thought it was just a me thing, but you're right. It kind of makes sense that for some people, again, but then again, we also have to speak for those who actually do this shit that works for them. You know, like
You know what?
I don't think it's fair for us to just continuously rag on.
Yeah, on like New Year's resolution. You know,
Yeah.
I will say, so like my personal experience is like, while I didn't do this for a full year, I did have like a particular New Year's resolution I was like pretty proud of having and then actually carrying it through, which was I think during the year of the pandemic. So it wasn't when the pandemic started, because I think that started in like March, but the year after, because I don't know about like I'm assuming everyone listening is from Toronto, so everyone can kind of know that like Toronto had one of the worst COVID lockdowns of like all time of the world, right? Like our entire city, like the larger greater Toronto area was like shut down for more than like 8 months. And that was like insane. Nobody could go out, nobody can see friends, everybody's just like isolated in their own houses and stuff like that. So anyway, when New Year's came around, I was like, I've been seeing the same faces for too long and I wanted to talk to my friends and I missed them and like I wanted to have social interactions. So I made it a point to for every Friday, I think, like, or at least once a week, I wanted to just schedule a video chat with somebody.
Wow.
And like and then every single week I did that. So like I literally like messaged. So like it was one of those things where it's just like I got really inspired one day, and this is how I normally operate. I kind of like, you know, drift like a piece of garbage for a couple of weeks, and then like one day I'll just get really inspired, and then I'll just do something like really big, and then I'll plan the whole thing in like 3 hours, right? And that's literally what I did. And within 3 hours, I messaged all of my friends. I'm like, hey, are you available 3 months from now on this Friday that we're gonna have a video chat? And I timed it, right? I'm like, okay, these people are generally available and these people's calendars are usually booked. So like I booked them out like 3-4 months in advance. And I did this every single week. I think from January until I want to say like April or May.
Dang.
And yeah, and then like I had to like recycle to people and be like, oh, I haven't spoken to you for like
That's funny.
5 months, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never gotten booked for this. What the?
Yeah,
Because I didn't know you back
yeah.
then.
Oh, okay.
This is
Okay.
the beginning of this.
Yeah, we met later that year on a video game that you don't want to talk about.
Okay. Okay.
Video game.
Fine. I'll edit that out.
No, you
John
gotta
plays-
leave it in.
John plays he mains.
Yo, what? So hinged.
What the heck?
Oh my
no,
god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Wow. Well, that part will never see the light
Oh
of
my
day.
god.
Let's let it go.
That is too funny.
Yeah.
So in our laughter, I was also very curious. So I'm like, who came up with this concept of New Year's resolutions? Like it seems like such a random thing to do. So I looked it up. Apparently, it's dated back almost.
There's actually a person.
Yeah, well, not a person, but there was kind of like a ritual, like 4,000 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. The ancient Babylonians during their New Year's, which is actually around mid-March, not January, but during their New Year, they had like this huge religious festival called Akitu. And basically, that's the time when they either crown a new king or they reaffirm their loyalty to their reigning king. And at the same time, they kind of give blessings to their gods, and they make promises to their gods in return for, the year's blessings. And those promises are kind of considered the ancestors of what New Year's resolutions today is, basically. So the Babylonians would be like, hey, I promise to, I don't know, cut the crops in time for the next year. I'm trying to think of something relevant, guys.
Today, I will not throw 2 rocks at my neighbors.
Exactly. Like that is them saying like, gods, I'm gonna do this for you. Please bless us. So
Where is the source from?
Oh.
The source.
the History Channel. I know
Oh,
it's not
okay.
Wikipedia. I actually looked up on the History Channel, so there you go. So
Wow.
Euresius Resilisicus. Okay, he was the first, he was the first man.
oh shit. Now that I cannot confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just interject with something very unrelated?
Okay.
So I've been listening back to some of our older episodes, and I'm like, man, I feel like I need to have a drink while I listen to this because it's just three drunk like ding dongs.
Okay, what two ding dong? Hey, okay? Now that we're talking about it, wasn't this kind of like a New Year's resolution?
Yeah, it was actually.
You know what? It was. I am so
And we did it for a
Holy-
full year.
Holy crap!
pat ourselves on the back. We
Look how the turntables. We've been racking on and we've been ragging on and we've been talking mad smack about New Year's resolutions, and yet here we are.
But you know what though? This wasn't okay. I want to stay within the lane of our own skepticism, which is this
Okay.
wasn't technically a resolution. We just was like, I think literally what happened was I think you guys were over for Christmas or something like that, something around that time, and then we were like, let's do this.
I
That's not.
I distinctly remember how this happened.
Oh, okay, yeah, tell us.
John came back from a date, and he was.
Okay, no, I didn't.
You did. You were on a date high, and you're like, you know what? I have the option of going to play with my friends, but I have this date high, and I want to ride it. So
What are you talking about? I don't.
and he's like, I want to ride this date high, so I want to just chat with people and just talk about how good I
Addy,
feel right now.
You're making shit
And
up.
because
Addy.
a bunch of your friends were at your only options were me and Stan.
No.
No, I'm serious. We jumped on Discord, and then all three of us were like, yo, let's grab.
Oh, wait, I remember this, and Eric got jealous because he's like, why are you talking to my
Yes,
friends?
Exactly. So the three of us grabbed drinks. We're on Discord. We were chatting, and we're like, and then randomly, John was like, yo, we have great conversation. And then I'm like, hey, John, didn't you mention you want to do a podcast? Let's invite Stan. And then lo and behold, here we are.
I hate it. I remember it now. I don't remember the date high part, but I remember the Discord part.
I remember the date high. It was a date high.
No, you're
It was a
making
date hype.
you're making
100%. It was a date
you're
high.
making that-
You were like,
making that-
I'm enjoying my date high too much. I don't want to leave the house. I just want to bask in the glory of my wonderful date.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Now that I think about it, I totally sound like that. I don't want to go to
Yeah,
This is what John normally sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Actually,
yep.
I actually just like start screaming before every recording so that my throat will be hoarse.
John screaming. Screaming at his orange wall. Ah!
Oh my God. I just looked at the beer. It's only 4.9%. How are we so drunk? We're like, what,
Yeah,
halfway?
I'm almost done.
Oh,
I'm almost
shit.
done too.
I'm almost
It's very yummy. Yeah,
I'm
it's very
halfway
yummy.
through. Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. I'll catch up.
No. You don't have to catch up. But yeah, you know, I think surprisingly, I actually do think that there's a little parallel to our topic and this podcast and how that. What a funny coincidence, huh? But despite how the history may differ and how it was created, and because you know we have different historians here present.
The fact that John plays does not change.
Yeah. Also, first of all, why do you make it sound like I'm shameful about these things? I'm not. I'm a nerd.
Okay, great. Yeah.
No, I'm a nerd and I know it. You know.
Great.
Now, am I a weeb? That's a whole other different
Oh.
conversation to have.
Okay.
But, we're not. I'm actually gonna edit this part out.
You don't want people to know you're a weeb? Why?
I'm closeted. I'm closeted weeb.
Be a proud weeb.
I'm closeted. Anyway, as we were saying about, we got derailed here.
Completely.
What's new?
Yeah. No, but honestly, I enjoy talking about like how Beer Talk started, and it was literally last year. Yeah, like January. I remember it
Yeah.
was winter, right? Like we were
Mhm.
talking about it and stuff, and then like it just came to be, and it has actually been a year, and that actually blows my mind. Now, given I know that we didn't really record like bi-weekly and stuff like that, but that's because you know we scheduled it, and I'm thinking now that I don't know, maybe for like the next season coming up, which by the way, good news everybody, we're sticking around for season 2.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
We're already in the talks with our non-sponsors.
Oh wait, hold on, Hoegaarden, if you're listening.
We're not ending. We're not
Oh,
ending.
but this usually happens when we drink the beer.
Oh,
no?
true.
I know, but that's at closing time.
We'll
All right.
closing,
Anyway,
yeah.
to our non-sponsors,
Yeah, when we're like tying our non like we actually do enjoy doing this, and
Mhm.
and you guys know we have like 10 5-star ratings on like Spotify now and stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
got
our friend,
I got called up on it. They were like, "What are you talking about? There's no ratings." I gave you a rating, and I'm like, "Really?"
yo, I'm telling you.
Wait, like okay, so I still cannot figure out
Oh
how
my
to get a rating
God,
on
stop.
Spotify. I seriously, like I tried.
You're not the only one.
and then there's Spotify wrap up coming up, right?
Mhm.
So we were
It happened. Spotify wrap up already happened.
Yeah,
We're in
yeah,
January.
sorry.
We're in January, John.
yeah, Spotify wrap up happened, and a bunch of our friends were like sending screenshots of like their top, podcasts. And I was like, oh, what? We're actually like in your top 3. Mind you, you listen to like 3 of them, and we're the 3rd one.
Listen. Like you said, we're
Mhm.
competing with professionals.
No, we
over
are.
here.
True.
But we
true.
are.
Well, on that note, because I'm the one that is responsible for uploading and releasing the episodes, I saw the wrap up for Beer Talks, and it said that based on the number of minutes we've recorded and released, we're actually in the top 10 percentile. We recorded more than 90% of creators in our topic in
Wow.
podcast. Yeah.
How beer?
Let me reread that. I'm
Because I'm like, okay, so out of all the minutes that we've recorded, we didn't actually talk about beer all that much.
No, based on all the edits, it's probably like 10 to 15 minutes every
Okay.
time.
There we go. It says you've created 889 minutes of new content. That's more than 90% of other creators in your category. It doesn't tell me what category we're in.
No, we're in like a genre. Like there's like topics and stuff.
Culture. We're in culture.
Are we in culture? I don't know.
I think
It's society and culture.
Mhm, I think it's society
Yeah.
and culture. So in society and culture, we have recorded and released more than 90% of podcast creators.
No, and I'm actually really proud of this entire thing. And I know you guys, I joke about it, but like actually, when we, not to gush about it, but like the way that we've done this haphazardly at the beginning. That's why Stan can't stand listening to the earlier episodes.
It's awful.
But then you can't. It's awful.
Truly.
It's
I'm personally very sorry.
We apologize for those, but like and again, this kind of loops back to like finding out your passion and stuff. But we just had to get into it, right? Like we just fucking did it because we didn't know, and then we just got better. And then, well, I hope so. I know that we got better based on like how I've been editing and stuff, and how we've been flowing through the discussions and how natural things came to be. Like you could totally sense the awkwardness like first couple of episodes, like no doubt about it, right?
It was so awkward. Like I changed my voice in those episodes because I thought I sounded bad. So I'm like, maybe I should use a new voice for the podcast. And then I listened to the
Right.
first episode and I'm like, no, you sound 20 times worse than you already did.
But yeah, and then I was time traveling before you guys because I was editing through and punching through the podcast, and I could tell like come episode 3, 4, 5, like we're getting into the groove of things and things are smoothing out. And then like now we're here and stuff. And I remember one of our friends, he's like, you guys should like the part that he enjoys the most is like the first couple of minutes that we do with the banter and stuff when we're trying to kind of get
You mean like what we ended up basing our entire podcast off of?
No, because I mean, despite the chaos, there is some structure to our podcast. Okay, also a structure that none of us talked about that just came to be. By the way, right?
We don't have a structure. This is off script, John.
Well,
we don't
right,
have a script.
right now, I'm going off script. But yeah, like he's like, I wish that you guys would have extended that more, and I'm like, yeah, but then what? It would just be banters the entire time. Yeah, like it would be just senseless conversations. It would be hard to have an
Mhm.
episode about it. Like that's not an episode. That's just people talking. You know,
True.
Stan, you look troubled. What's going on?
The entire time you were talking, I've been going through my Spotify account and on the browser, everything. I even looked up how to rate Spotify podcasts. I cannot do
Oh
it.
no.
Oh my god. I'll show it to you later. Yeah, honestly, it's not that hard. But I don't know what you've been doing
Thanks.
with your boomer technology. there.
Wow. Called out.
But yeah, it's so I think it's really cool. Yeah, you don't see that, Stan? It says 10.
5 stars out of 10.
Oh,
So when you go to our
interesting.
page, there's 10 people, and then they.
Do
Also,
I have
there's
to do it on my phone?
maybe. Also, the fact that there's 10 people listening to us outside of us. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
That's pretty cool, right?
Mhm. I agree, and because we brought it up, I was looking at the stats of like where people are listening to us from. So obviously Canada. There's a little bit of U.S.
Ooh.
I have no idea. Oh, I have friends in the U.S. I have one friend in the U.S. But then he listened to it. And he's like, "You guys."
It's not for me.
He's like, "There's like no structure to your episodes. I don't know how to listen to it." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, he's an active listener then.
He was an active
Maybe that's-
listener. He's like,
Yeah.
and then I have another friend that was like, I like to learn when I listen to my podcast, and like you guys are just talking about random stuff. I don't know if I'd continue. And I'm like, it's okay.
That's fine.
It's
you don't have to
fine.
like what we do. Yeah.
Yes.
You gave it a shot, and that's good enough.
Exactly. So outside of Canada and US, we have 1% from Philippines, 1% from Japan, 1% from United Kingdom. Like those 3 places, I can still think of people I know, or like I know that one of us knows. But the one that kind of like threw me off was we got 1% from India. Do you guys know anyone from India?
So that one Indian listener that we have,
Yeah.
shout outs to you.
out.
Yeah, shout out to you.
We'll send you a package of all the beers that we tried.
Don't make promises we can't keep.
DM John. DM
Yeah,
John.
DM me.
Joe,
Tip them.
DM me. All of my accounts are like blocked. No digital footprint for me over here. But,
Damn.
I mean, yeah, I know. Like, I know our next episode is a funky one after this, and I feel like now is the only time we could talk about this, like, actually sincerely, without. Oh God, I don't mean to sound like emotional about it, but you know,
just be sappy.
No.
You know you're sappy.
No. But like, you know, like I appreciate you guys, and like as much as you guys keep saying that, oh, John carries the entire thing, like, yeah, editing and setting you up and sound checking and like making sure that everybody's together, and I mean the list goes on, really. Like
Wow.
John.
Sorry,
Humble.
what was I talking about? Anyway.
Who's the one that posts on social media? Huh? Who's the one that plans episodes and writes our script?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have scripts. What are you talking about?
I don't have a script.
I'm being facetious. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, like, holy shit, we made it work, and we got to this far. And think back, like when we started recording, it was cold too, and it was like -10 outside, and it made a full loop, you know, and that shit's fucking cool, man.
That's true. It's like snowing now, just like when we first started to record this. Is actually pretty awesome.
Isn't that heartwarming, Stan? Your cold, dead heart, doesn't that move it a little bit? Oh, also, since I told you guys that, like, when I started my new job, right? Like, my coworkers were like, oh,
John, your heart is so dead and cold.
No, that's not what they said. Close.
No, they were.
But
John,
they're
you're
like,
so sappy.
They're like, oh, you should totally like send us your podcast, like, and they were asking me about it, and you know what, I should, I will, and I was very unconfident. Is that a word? Unconfident? Yeah, sure, it is now. I wasn't very confident about like sharing it to the people outside of like immediate circle of friends, because they know us, right? Like they know our quirks and all that, and they'd get it. But for somebody who's like completely at like 6 degrees of separation, I'm still not that confident about, like, it might just be nonsense to them. But you know, like, now that we made a full loop, shit's pretty cool, man. Add it to you. Make sure you guys have it in your CVs, okay?
I have a question.
Podcast host.
I have a question. Out of all the episodes we've recorded and released, which one's your favorite one?
Oof.
I can say not because of the topic, but just because of how we did it. When we did the recording at the cottage.
Ooh, yeah, that's my favorite one.
That one was my favorite one.
Same.
Yeah, because like we had special guest Eric, right? And then we were like together in person, which was so rare at the time. I think it was one of the first trips that I've actually taken since the pandemic started, that like I left Toronto as a city and actually went somewhere else, and I was like surrounded with people that I actually enjoy spending time with. And then like I remember we were like eating snacks and just like having a good time recording. That was a really fun episode.
What about you, Eddie?
Yeah, I think that was my favorite episode to record and listen to as well. And I think the other episode for me was the episode about friendship, because like I always wanted to talk about friendship, and that topic to me, I really enjoyed talking about it, and like, you know, all our gripes and all the stuff that we talked about, like I got a lot of things off my chest. So those were my two top episodes. What about you, John?
You guys won't believe this, but I'm looking at the episode list right now, and like the mental health one was actually like such a curveball for us to just a bunch of goofballs talking about something so serious, and I mean, because it is right, and like there are times when, you know, I would break jokes and like, you know, crack those out when things are getting a little serious and stuff, but in that one, like, you know, I kept it together because it is a serious topic, and not because that I had to, but because, you know, like it actually makes sense. And that was one of our earlier episodes too, and you know, that was when I can tell that like we transitioned from like being so awkward in front of the microphone and not knowing what to talk about to just like, actually, hey, you know, we're technically not in the same room, but we feel like we're in the same room, and we're just talking about these things, and it's a serious matter. And like it's such a polar opposite of the entire theme of this entire season. Like everything's just so like jolly and happy and stuff, right? So I think like that speaks volumes to the character, and that we actually kind of, you know, not kind of, but like we actually care about what we're doing here and what we're saying here. Also, that was also the episode that I was like, okay, I really need to be careful about what I say, because this will be, you know, memorialized. This will be like here forever.
That's true,
right? And yeah, that was one of the really good ones. Also, I actually really like the episode prior to this one, Stan, the job interviews one, because I've never heard you so passionate talk about something so passionate. That I'm serious, and it's very refreshing for me to listen to people who like to talk about what they like to talk about, you know. Honorable mentions too are you guys' episodes. I guess episode 2 is for Addie, right? And then episode 3 for Stan. Like that one's really cool too. We were getting into the groove of things, and you know, and you guys were comfortable enough to disclose information that you know you wouldn't normally do. But like I said, like we just
influence, man.
I mean,
I will say for my episode, like not to interrupt or anything, but like
no, go ahead.
As I was listening, I was like, oh man, like I totally know where this sentence could lead, and I really hope I don't say the thing that I was thinking. And as I'm listening to those episodes, I'm like, oh god, thank God I had like a automatic filter.
Yeah.
Like automatic. Like I was like really drunk by then, because like I think by the time that we finished those episodes, like we were, I don't know. I used to drink my beers very quickly, and now I've like learned to pace myself. Yeah, at that time I was like, oh man, like under drunk me, like I could say anything. That's not good.
That's funny.
Right.
I would also say, like, John, your episode, I really liked it because it was such a nice, like a rare opportunity for us to force you to talk about yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Like, I feel like I actually learned so much about you.
You guys like it for the wrong reasons.
No, but even though I feel like I've known you for so long, right? Like you never talk about yourself. It's so rare for us to get into like a glimpse into your life.
No, it's not the wrong reason. It's exactly the right reason, because like I think we said it before, and I'm gonna say it now as well, is you have a lot of achievements that you don't talk about, and like you're very shy about sharing it, and I'm like, yes, finally we have an episode where we can force you to talk about those and appreciate them and acknowledge them. So like I really enjoyed that episode, like recording. I don't care about the audience, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, to be honest, that episode was probably, I was still holding a lot back. I mean, I'm sure you guys know, of course.
So season 2 will have episode of John round 2.
Yeah, actually, after the season ends, I'm deleting my episode. So there's a limited time only.
Not gonna happen, because I'm the one with the password.
So you guys better delete it. You guys better download it, have a hard copy, because it'll go away eventually.
Engagement. Wow,
It's reminding people to re-listen to our podcast.
Listen to John's podcast while it's still online.
Exactly.
Listen to my episodes. Yeah, true.
You know what? While we're at it, since we're talking about New Year's resolutions, should we set one for Beer Talks? Like, what do you think is a good New Year's resolution? Let's not think too far. For this next coming year or this next season, what do you want Beer Talks to achieve?
Finish season 2.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say. Like, I want to do proper season 2 because I feel like it's very easy for a project like this to lose steam.
Yep.
And then we do 2 or 3 more and then, I feel it already, right? Like, I feel like we're all like very busy with our lives, and it's getting progressively harder, especially with the pandemic lifting, meaning that we actually have more things to do, that to get together and do actual recordings. But I'd like to see through season 2, and I'd like us to explore more topics and have more time just to like chat and have beers together and actually do this proper. Even if there's only like 10 people listening to us, and I don't really care.
Yeah, you do. You care for those 10 people, okay?
Yeah, I care for the 10 people that do listen to us, but
I think for me, my New Year's resolution and my goal would be to double our consistent audience. So, because I'm looking at all the stats, right? So we consistently have almost like guaranteed, minus us, about 13, 14 listeners consistently. Because like I'm looking at every episode, we have guaranteed at least 20 listens. So minus us, we have about 14, 15 people that actually tune in and listen. So my goal for this coming year would be to double that. If we can get 30 consistent listens, I'll be happy.
A win.
So there's this thing about my work that we determine this. We determine this growth of followers. There's a math formula for it, and we talk about it and stuff like that. And sorry, Stan, you look like you're gonna say something.
It's like, then we'll leave it up to you, John.
No. Oh, well, it comes with financial investments, which
okay. How much financial investment?
Yeah, so
we'll talk offline.
Part of the formula is the financial investments, but there's an organic growth, right? And as it's a ramp. It's literally like a ramp. Like if you see a graph, if you see a plot line, it's a sick ramp where we start really, really slow, and then it becomes like exponentially jumps from when you get traction. Not saying that we want to go viral or anything, but or like that's the goal, but I don't think it's impossible to reach Addy's goal is what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, if we're getting the 15 now and we get like 5 listeners, even like to like added 5 regular listeners like half year to like Q2, like end of Q2 next year, like by the time we're in Q4, you've hit your job, like if not more. So like it, like the ramp goes that fast. But yeah, actually I changed my mind about my resolution for Beer Talks. What would be, well, because it's Stan, you brought it up, and it's like we're getting a lot busier with the stuff that we're doing and with our lives, and it does get a little bit more difficult and to kind of get everybody aligned, but the important part is that we do make time, right? And because we want to do it, right?
Yeah.
And I like that a lot, but I think if we have a space where we just get together, I think it'd be a lot easier to be a part of
like
that routine.
A set studio?
Routine. I'm not saying the S word.
Funding the studio for
I'm not saying
season 2 bitch.
Yo.
I'm not saying the S words, but I'm just saying that that's, I don't think that's unrealistic, but it's something that is definitely something to kind of hope for the next coming year. Anyway,
I think that's still achievable. Yeah,
I think so too.
I think so as well. You know what? I think with that, I hope that everyone listening can help us achieve that goal. Share this with your friends, share this with your family. Let us know like how you like the episodes, and let us know what you want us to talk about, right? Like, obviously we're all very opinionated people. We're like jaded in our own ways, but I personally enjoy talking about all of the topics that we've talked about this year, and hopefully you guys have as well if you kept listening, not because of our pressure of our friendship breaking if you don't listen.
Which also is a risk. It's a risk you took by being friends with us, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But please let us know what you'd like us to talk about, or what beer that we have not tried yet that you feel would be a good recommendation for us to try out here.
And I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I don't know if you guys even know. On Spotify, every episode I release, I think except for maybe 1 or 2 episodes, Spotify gives you an option of doing a Q&A. So I've posted questions on Spotify. So you can see it on the app. If you click into the episode, you can see my posted question and you can actually reply to it.
Yep.
So all our audience members, if you happen to be listening on Spotify, feel free to click through and like give us an answer to whatever question it is. Happy to hear from you.
Do that when you're not driving though,
Yes,
okay?
please.
Because I know some people drive when they're listening. Please drive safely. When you have
Mhm.
time, it would be great to hear from you. Holy crap, Stan, you're just learning about all of this stuff now, eh? A year later.
I never felt so out of touch with technology. Oh my god.
For the first time in a long while, Stan's like, oh shit, I'm a boomer.
Well, more so recently, like every week, I'm very humbled. Just last week, oh my god, another tangent. But just last week, like Jason told me how to, like, on Google Homes, if you have lights in a certain room, they all get grouped together. So like I always thought that you had to turn all of them on or all of them off. I'm like, this is a dumb feature. And then Jason's like, no, you just have to click on the number of lights and it shows you individual options. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
technology.
Oh man.
Yeah, anyway, that's me.
Anyways, Addy, as we wrap up, I feel like this is your
Yes.
cue.
So thank you for listening to us today. Please CLS, like, comment, subscribe, and follow us also on social medias. Social medias.
Yep, social
Yes.
mediums.
Yes. Instagram and TikTok. Our handle is at BeerTalksTO. So that's BeerTalksTO. BeerTalksTO. We will be keeping an eye out for your likes and your comments. And like I said, go on Spotify, answer our questions. Happy to hear from our audience. Haven't heard from you yet. Yeah, it'd be great.
It'd be nice.
It'd
But
be
yeah,
nice.
just as Stan was saying, if you could, I mean, I know like we have friends too that we shared our podcast to, and they're like, oh yeah, it's not really my thing, and that's cool. Honestly, that's totally understandable. I'd rather you listen to us because you want to,
Mhm.
you know, rather than force yourself through something so dreadful that you can't relate with.
Mhm.
And maybe you have friends like that too, who are like, hey, I know these handful of ding dongs, as Stan called, and you guys might relate to what they're talking about. You don't even have to be like, oh, listen to the latest episode, which
Mhm.
by the way, anything past episode 3 is pretty good. So
Wow. Pimp yourself out, because you know why? Because John's
no,
episode
not
episode 4.
Episode 1 is
oh wait,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah, I was like, episode 1 was the introduction. Episode 2 was Addy. Episode 3 was me. So episode 4.
John
Episode
really
4 was me?
know him, eh?
Okay, episode 5 and up. Okay, calm down, you drama queens. But yeah, you know, you guys make sure like be like, oh, you know, they talked about like the resume stuff, the work stuff, and they talked about vacations, and they talk about mental health, and maybe there's an episode that they want to hear, and you know, and maybe there's an episode that a topic that they're really passionate about. Just send them a link on that one, and then we'll let you guys know. And for all those people who have been listening to us this entire year, I can't say this enough.
Thank you.
You know who you are.
We love you.
Well, they do. I'm
Wow.
love is a
Wow. Okay, John. Way to retain our listener.
This is what I mean. I can't be too emotional about it. It's a defense mechanism, okay? I can't.
You need a second.
You're ruining
beer.
my New Year's resolution, bro.
I can't. I can't. Anyway, we gotta go. That's our time. That's our time for the day. I'll cut that part out. Don't worry. I'll make sure I'll edit somebody's go, I love you.
You know what? You say you're gonna cut out a lot of stuff, but I share the episodes and they're still all.
I know, because it's actually really good. It's the things that keep it there. I could take it out, but I keep it there.
You better
You know?
not. You better not cut us out.
These are the sacrifices that I make for you guys. Okay,
Yeah. To end off the episode, John plays a lot of.
okay, that's thanks for everybody for listening. We'll catch you guys again.
Yeah,
next time.
Hoegaarden, we're waiting for your sponsorship. Yeah.
We'll at
Yes, we love you,
we'll at you
Hoegaarden.
Hoegaarden, and
Yeah,
us.
please.
well, we'll at them first. I'm pretty sure they have they're busy people.
They're not even.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't want to get too big.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, Hoegaarden.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Hoegaarden.
We'll catch you guys again next time. Last episode coming up. When we get
Oh wait, hold on. Before we leave, I'm sorry. do we want to, like, not that people would care, but like, you know, for our next episode, do we want to give like a preview for this?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna do a special format.
Yeah, it's gonna be live on Instagram and TikTok. We're going to
And TikTok.
TikTok, I know. We're gonna be live on Instagram and TikTok, and you know what? We're gonna get so inebriated because my plan is to buy one of every beer that we've had so far on every episode. So that's 19 beers. We're gonna taste test them.
Adeline.
Yep.
We had beers. We had international beers.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I kept one. So we're
She thought about it. She thought about it that long.
it wasn't totally pre-planned like 14 episodes ago, but we're gonna try all the beers and then we're gonna rank them from our favorite to least favorite on air.
All at once.
Yes, all at once. So we're gonna be so drunk.
Yep, all at once.
I'm not gonna be able to tell the difference after like beer 5.
Well, I guess that's the fun part of the. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned, I guess, to see Stan.
Yeah, please.
Intoxicated.
Oh my god.
You know what? Just because I want to meet my goal, every new follower, every new listener,
Okay, no, that's not
you will take a shot of beer in
No.
your honor.
Shot of beer.
a shot of beer. Yeah, no, it's soju and beer. It's beer with soju. It's beer.
Oh
Yeah.
no, John!
Listen, we're already neck deep, so why not just take a plunge? All right.
Wait, can we not? Okay, so can we not do this at 11 in the morning?
I
Okay,
doubt
that's-
it. I
that's
doubt we'll do it at
Lunch,
11.
after lunch, so then we have something.
We'll do
to
it at like
carry.
12. We'll do it at like 11:30. It'll be fine.
Pancakes and then we'll have beer.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. As there's too many things for me to edit. Okay,
bye.
bye everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.